So there was a video that I saw that I wanted to react to because I think it's a good video to react to, or not necessarily react to, but talk about as well.
Vicious.
Because there's some like this video is called "The Unsolved Mystery of Minecraft Manhunt." Genius or scripted? it's pretty good title. I think I'd rate the title a 7 out of 10. I think it could be better, could be worse. It's kind of it's kicking on a trend, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good. If I was making a video as well, I'd probably title it something like that, because that's kind of clickbaity mixed with like one of my series, you know. So let's react to this. This video was really well made. This guy didn't really take a side. He more just like pointed stuff out. So this would be a cool thing to
But if you are enjoying the video,
react to
subscribe.
in a way.
It's free. Clip 1 from Minecraft Speedrunner versus 3 Hunters rematch. Dream is put down to 1 heart by the 3 Hunters, and as he frantically tries to make an escape, he drinks a potion of
High IQ.
fire resistance, pretending to have drunken a potion of strength. The 3 Hunters all abandon the fight and turn and run. First of all, strength potions have a very dark red particle effect, whereas fire resistance has a light orange, and they are noticeably
George is colorblind.
different. Second of all, he was very low, as you can hear them say as they are chasing him.
He's like a one shot. Come on, just click it one more time.
And even with a strength potion, only one of the 3 Hunters has to hit him once to kill him. All 3 turning and running seems like an insane overreaction. Third of all,
Well, so just to mention that, if you watch in the clip,
and as he frantically tries to make an escape,
when I turn, so George is in the lead, Bad is in the back, and Sapnap is in the middle. George is colorblind, and he has trouble seeing red. The strength pot is red, and fire resistance is orange, red and orange. George is colorblind. That's the first thing. The second thing is Bad actually yells from the back, he's drinking strength. Bad can't see. Bad's not close enough to actually see what I'm drinking or what I'm not drinking. But George is. But George probably can't tell because he's colorblind. But Bad isn't colorblind. But Bad says it. So Bad says it, George sees it, and then Sapnap doesn't see anything. He just hears Bad say it and George see it. Now, I will have you know that strength is the most dumb, overpowered thing in Minecraft history, okay? On 1.16, if you get a strength potion, a strength 2 potion, you can like 2-shot full iron armor. So it's insanely overpowered. So they would obviously want to run if I drank a strength. As I had drinking strength in the previous manhunt and killed them all. So they're going to get flashbacks and go, "Oh my god, he has strength. He's gonna kill all of us," but I didn't. So as for it being obvious that it doesn't look like strength, obviously George is colorblind. Bad's far enough back where he really can't see it, and Bad calls it out, and George is in the front, so he sees it. On top of that, he mentioned there's spiders in game. There you go. On top of that, he mentions that they knew I was low, so they should have just went ahead and clicked me. Well, first of all, they said that I was low. He said George said he's like one shot, just click him. Right after they had gotten a hit on me, so obviously they're assuming that I'm pretty low. I ran a little bit further, so I could have healed. And then when I turn around and I'm facing them, I'm assuming that they probably in their mind go, if he was one shot, why would he turn around drinking a potion? Like, why would I do that? In their mind, why would I do that? It doesn't make sense, like, to them. So in their mind, they're not thinking he's one shot. They're thinking he's buffed. He just drank a strength potion. He's going to kill us all. Please run. So that's kind of like addressing that, I guess.
Second of all, he was very low, as you can hear them say as they are chasing him. One of the 3 Hunters has to hit him once to kill him. All 3 turning and running seems like an insane overreaction.
I mean, is it an overreaction? Because if you go watch the other manhunts, like the one time I used strength potions, I killed all 3 of them. Twice. So is it really an overreaction to think if I have strength for them to just turn around and run? I don't think it's that far of an overreaction. Like, if I had drinking strength, like let's say I was on full health there and I actually drunk strength, would the smartest play be for them to run? Like, I think it would. I think it probably would. But again, that's just me.
Third of all, while the 3 hunters are running, Dream actually hits Bad Boy Halo with his sword twice, which would have done massive damage if he had had strength, and then he also hits George once. They would have realized that he didn't have strength by just the lack of damage he was inflicting.
So, a couple things there. One, they both took massive fall damage after I hit them. So it's kind of hard to go, oh, he has strength or he doesn't have strength based on just those hits, because Bad, when I knock him, he falls.
With his sword twice.
He falls all the way down to the floor. Like he probably took 2 hearts of, or 1.5 hearts of fall damage or something.
Done massive damage if he had had strength. And then
also it's kind of the heat of the moment. It's like you can't really tell. And then George took so much fall damage. Like George here, I hit him once, but he fell all the way to the tree. Like he took so much fall damage.
Clip 2 from Speedrunner versus 3.
Okay. This was going to be in the analysis, but we'll talk about it here.
Dream finds diamonds in a cave but doesn't have iron ingots to craft an iron pick. He crafts 2 furnaces and begins smelting 3 iron. The iron doesn't smelt fast enough and the hunters catch up to him, forcing him to run from the diamonds just as he's about to start mining them, with almost comedic-like movie timing.
Okay, this is what happened here. Right. Think from my perspective here. I'm running to go mine the diamonds. I hear them behind me, okay? I go mine the diamond. I realize I have an iron pickaxe. I'm about to break it, but I think in my head, what's going to happen if I break the diamond? If I break the diamond, I'm going to have 1 diamond. It's going to drop into the hole, most likely. It's going to fall into the hole of the 1 diamond block that I break, right? And then I'm not going to be able to drop in the hole, pick up the diamond, and hop out of the hole without risking getting cornered and crit out. So I decided last second that either I mine the diamond and then I have to leave it and then they get the diamond, or I just leave it and then they can chase me and I can come back to try and get the diamond. So that's what I did. So essentially what ended up happening was I saw
to run from the diamonds.
I got the pickaxe. I ran towards it. I was starting to break it and then I was like, do I really want to break this right now? Because if I do, they're probably going to get the diamond. But if I don't break it, they don't have iron pickaxes. They might not get the diamond. So I decided I'm not going to break it. So it is kind of like a comedic timing of me going, oh, I can't get the diamond and leaving. But then I came back to it. If I did that, then why would I just loop around to it again? Like I just...
With almost comedic-like movie timing. First of all, he crafts 2 furnaces but only uses 1. You can see him putting 3 iron ore into 1.
Yeah, that was just dumb by me. That was just a mistake. I originally made 2 furnaces because I thought I was going to smelt my iron. And I hadn't even seen them yet. But then Bad, he doesn't have it in here, but Bad said something. Like after I placed the furnaces down, Bad said something like, I see him, or something. I don't know. And I put only 3 iron because I didn't want them to get there and me to lose my iron. Because if I lost my iron, then I'd be in a really bad place. So I did it in 1 furnace. I probably should have split it up anyway. It would have been fine. But that was just me being stupid.
Clip 3 from Minecraft Speedrunner vs 3 Hunters Finale Rematch. Dreamer enters his portal to leave the nether, but unbeknownst to him, the 3 hunters have set up a trap and are waiting at the other side of his portal. When he goes through, the hunters place a lava bucket on him and Dream swiftly puts it out with his water bucket. But Bad Boy Halo steals the water and this forces Dream to jump.
I already did an analysis on this, but...
From the beginning, this is suspicious, as Dream could have quickly built another portal at the lava lake as he normally does, but
I talked about that in the analysis video. I didn't want to make it in the lava lake because they were in this village here. They were in it, and the lava pool is like somewhere down here, I think, and they're right here in this village. So if I made the portal in the lava pool, then when I would come back, when I would come back from the nether, I would be stuck in a cave, like by a lava pool. And I knew they were all there, so I didn't want to get stuck in the cave. So that's the reason I towered up. My original plan with the buckets I explained in the analysis, but I originally wasn't even planning on. I was planning on making a portal, going to the nether, and then towering up and then chasing them, and then them chasing me, and I tower up, go to the portal, and they'll be like dumbfounded below the portal until they finally realize like 20 minutes later. But I didn't want to get stuck in the lava pool, so that's why I didn't build it in the lava pool, even though I usually did. I already had the buckets, so.
Second, the odds of him successfully falling and mounting a horse are incredibly low. I tried it multiple times.
Oh, come on! Here, you know what? I'll try it in game. Well, I'm gonna regret this if I fail, but I bet you I could do it. I bet you I could do it first try. We'll see. I'll hit it. Come on. This is gonna be embarrassing. Come on, please hit it, Dream. Please hit it. You know you can. Okay. Anyway, so that's 2 out of 3. I mean, come on.
The odds of him successfully falling and mounting a horse are incredibly low.
That's not the odds of me falling and mounting a horse. They're not incredibly low. There's varying levels of skill. So like the odds of me hitting that are probably, I'd say probably like, I don't know, like 80% or something. Like I honestly think I could hit it so many times. It's just like MLG watering. Like it's not that hard.
Clip 4 from Minecraft Speedrunner vs 3 Hunters rematch. Dream is being chased through a jungle which is difficult to navigate and is struggling to escape the hunters. He jumps into water and the hunters catch up to him and begin attacking him, putting him down to half a heart. But he manages to miraculously escape still. First, when he was put down to half a heart, the hunters hit him again.
Oops.
Dream even takes the hunters are still close enough to hit him again. Dream
No, they're not. How are they close enough to hit me again?
when he was put down to half
Watch this. How are they close enough to hit me again?
a heart, the hunters are still close enough to hit him again.
What? If they have like 10 block reach, maybe they're close enough to hit me again. Oh, come on. They're like 10 blocks away. They're 10 blocks away.
The hunters are still hot on his trail and he needs to open his inventory to get food. The hunters were right behind him and Dream still managed to shift-click food into his hotbar without dying. But wait, there is a very convenient cut just as he gets the food into his hotbar.
Here, watch this. Watch my analysis videos, dude. Watch them. All right, this is good enough. Good enough. Here we go. I'm gonna play it. You guys ready? I'm gonna play it. This is the full, unedited clip. You ready? No music, no anything, uncut.
Okay, get him, boat.
Don't let him get it. That's my boat. Get him.
Okay.
Get him.
Come
He's
on.
literally right there.
Ah!
No, I got caught on a vine. Oh my god.
Okay, that is the full uncut clip.
Now, there are a few other clips which I want to talk about which aren't as damning, but are still interesting and suspicious. There was a funny incident in Minecraft Speedrunner vs 3 Hunters finale, whereby Dream surprised the 3 hunters and began fighting them in a cave, but started dying and couldn't escape. He for some reason decided to brew invisibility potions previously, and when he was
I brew them for this. That's the reason I brewed them.
He for some reason decided to brew invisibility potions previously, and when he was close to dying, he threw one, confusing the hunters as they no longer
I wasn't really that close to dying. I guess I was.
dying
but
and couldn't
I was on 4 hearts before I threw it, I think.
as they no longer knew who was who. Or did they? At the time he threw the potion, George had clear sight of him
Okay, watch this. Watch this closely.
and actually hit him after he went invisible,
So he hits me after I go
putting him down
go
to 2
invisible.
hearts.
And look, wait, he zoomed in, but you see, literally look in front. There's armor there, right? Like literally right in front of me.
Meaning one more hit
And then it's inside me. The armor is inside me. Whose armor is it? See that? I'm literally inside something. Bad. Okay? I'm inside bad. Now watch this.
casually walked past him, although he could have easily kept track of him as the 3 hunters were all
Okay.
standing.
I don't know if he shows it. Let me see if he does. So look who George starts killing. I believe this is George. Maybe not. That might be Sapnap. But look who they start killing.
Shield.
Who do they kill? Who's that? Bad. Okay, so what happens is this. Essentially, what happens is I run through bad, and then they end up killing bad. So I'm assuming they got confused with me or bad, and I ran through him on purpose. But I just walked by him, and then they ended up killing him.
And full iron.
And then I took the chaos. I saw them killing bad, so I decided I'm just gonna kill George, because, I'm just gonna kill George because if they're killing each other, I can kill them, and they won't even know.
Yellow died, he had diamonds on him, which for some reason he didn't
And bad, which is right here that I end up killing.
use to craft any armor.
Sapnap doesn't know who just got killed. So Sapnap's standing right here. He doesn't know that Bad just got killed by me. He has no idea because we're all invisible. So he has to stop and read chat.
And even if he
And he
didn't have
stops,
enough,
he reads chat, and then he realizes, this is Dream! And then he starts attacking me.
which is likely the other The two hunters would have had some diamonds as well. It seems as if they intentionally made it so they all looked identical so this play would work.
It would. I mean, the reason I had the idea to do it in the first place was because we all almost always just have full iron and a shield. Like, we almost never have diamond swords, or if we do, we just have diamond swords. But they just happen to all get diamond swords. But it would have been fine anyway, because I could have just been holding stake or something, and it should have been fine.
He doesn't attack Dream, potentially because Dream had low health.
Well, okay. That's just BS. He attacks me even though I'm on 3 hearts.
As Dream kills Bad Boy Halo.
If he didn't attack me because I was on low health, then why would he
should
attack me when I was on 3 hearts?
Let's talk about the grand finale. The epic scene at the end, whereby the 3 hunters decide to enter the end before Dream, in a crazy twist of roles. First of all, let me explain what happened.
Spoilers.
Dream knows they're going to try and trap the end spawn location, and sends through a bunch of TNT.
I came up with this like 3 weeks before the manhunt. I actually came up with this before the last manhunt we did before this one. The TNT bit.
Which blows a hole in the hunter's platform and knocks them all into the void.
Like they had been talking about for so long, like they might go to the end before me, and I didn't want to get end trapped again, because the one time I had died before the manhunts was an end trap. I didn't want to die the same way I had died before. I was like, hell no, I'm not going to die. I'm not going to get all the way to the end and then die to stupid Bad Boy Halo in a lava trap again. That's not going to happen to me. I'm going to figure out how I can beat them if they go to the end before me. So I thought of it, and I thought that because now it's the Nether, like now that it's the Nether update, they can get pearls really easily. So I thought they're going to go to the end before me, because they've mentioned it before. They mentioned, if you watch the extra scenes of the last manhunt, they said that they were going to go to the end before me, but that they didn't have enough ender pearls. They said that. But the thing is, now it's the Nether update, and they can just trade for ender pearls, like, really easily. So I had thought about that. Like, I had talked with my brother about that a long time ago. And, like, I practice stuff. Like, I practice things. Like, there's so many things that I try out before I do it. Like, one of my original ideas was invis and sneaking through the portal, and I couldn't sneak through the portal because of the fact that I wasn't sure if I'd be able to sneak through the portal without my invis being exposed, but my invis wasn't but we tested it, and my invis we, as in me and my brother, and we tested it so that we would try and see if the invis would actually go out or not, and it didn't, so I planned on doing that.
Now, this was a great end.
Yeah, I have 2 sisters and a younger brother. I have a younger sister, an older sister, and a younger brother.
The finale and all, but come on, in an earlier manhunt, Bad Boy Halo enters the end first as well, except he places lava on the spawn platform to burn Dream alive when he gets in.
Yeah, these are in 2 different versions though, dude. Like, this is in 1.15, and the other one's in 1.16. So the difference between the 2 versions is that I can get a fire resistance potion without actually making one in the later versions. Like, right now, I in this version I couldn't, because I had to actually brew a fire res. But in 1.16, you can trade for a fire res
On the spawn platform to burn Dream alive when he gets in. Why didn't they do that, or at least trap the end spawn better?
They didn't trap it with lava because they thought that they could put me on lava and I wouldn't have time to react right away, and I could have had a fire res because of the fact that you can trade for fire res now in the later updates.
I know that Dream did drink a fire resistance potion, but it still would have made it much more difficult for him to escape if they had...
It would have made it much easier if they put lava in. Well, I guess not, because of the way it worked out, maybe not. But if they'd put lava in and they didn't have the feed trap and I drank a fire res, they wouldn't even be able to see me. I'd be in the middle of the lava. Like, how are they going to hit me? How are they going to kill me? They'd have no way to kill me. I would just swim up. Like, I would just swim in the lava until I got out, and then I'd be free. And I wouldn't take any damage because of the fire res. It didn't make any sense.
The trap they made was very lackluster considering all the time they had in the end to prepare. They didn't even slab the...
He says they didn't even slab the spawn so I can build out. If you put slabs on top of the obsidian, it deletes them. I'll show you. All right, look, I slabbed it up. There's slabs on top of it. And he said that way I can't build up, right? So I can't be like, because I can't actually tower because there's slabs. So if I were to go into the overworld. Ah, where'd the slabs go? I thought that there was slabs.
Also, the fact that they stood on the side of the platform which was exposed to the void.
He also says that they stand on the side of the platform which is exposed to the void. Well, on this side of the platform, like if let's say I was choosing a direction to run, right? If I was choosing a direction to run, like I would have the most space to go. If I go this way, I'm trapped. There's just plain blocks there. I'd have to be mining through endstone, which takes a long time to mine. So I'm assuming that they just wanted to block off the side that I could just tower out and leave. But
So Dream could have built out. Also, the fact that they stood on the side of the platform which was exposed to the void is interesting, as there was plenty of space over.
And also, Sapnap, you can like from Sapnap's perspective.
Built out.
If we slow this down, from Sapnap's perspective, he tries to escape. Like, why would he do this if it was scripted?
Stood on the side of the platform
Watch.
which was exposed to the void is
Okay, he's on 2.5 hearts and he heals, I think.
interesting.
No, he doesn't, but he would live. Pearls do 2 hearts. He tried to pearl. Like, he sees the platform there, because Sapnap's pretty damn good. He sees the platform, and he goes, I'm going to pearl over to this platform, because it's like a place where I can land. And then he hits George. he hits George with his pearl. He hits George with his pearl, and then he doesn't even have enough health to pearl anymore.
They stood
There's plenty of space over on the other side. He circles like there's just endstone, like the edge of the cliff, the edge of the endstone cliff. Like I think that side might have been void too, like underneath the dirt there. It might have been void. I don't know though. I don't remember.
Now, just one general point about the manhunts I want to make. The hunters don't really seem to improve that much or coordinate well. Take
Sure they do. They improve a lot. Every time they improve. Like every time, I think they've gotten better every time. Like the thing is, I get better every time. Like I get better every time. Like so I do. We kind of equal out because I get better and they get better. Like the last time, this is like a perfect example. Literally the last time I tried to do an end crystal trap and it didn't work on them, and they had fallen for that before. So like that right there is like a perfect example of they definitely did better. And another good example of them doing better is that the last manhunt, they died 4 times total. 4 times total. 4 times total. And in every other manhunt, they had died like 10, 15 times total plus. Only 4 times. That's insane. Like I think saying they don't improve is definitely like they definitely improved. Like if it wasn't for the TNT trap, I would have only killed them 1 time the entire time. That would have been crazy. I think if they could have beaten me and they could have only had 1 death, that would have been so insane. Like they would have been so skilled if they had done that.
this clip for example. Not only is Dream leading them along a narrow man-made tunnel, but Dream has blocked up the door with dirt, and it's clear he's done some tampering.
But they don't know why though. That's the thing is, again, they don't know why. They just see they're all stacked up. They didn't even know. Like I asked them, they didn't even know that you could even make an end crystal. Like what are they going to expect? Like actually, other than the end crystal, what trap could I have done where I lead them down a narrow hallway and like somehow instantly kill them? Like I don't think there is another trap I could have done where I just instantly kill them in that way. So it's just kind of crazy. Like they're not expecting, oh, he's gonna trap me. They're just thinking, oh, like, oh, he's gonna whatever. Like he's running from us. We're jumping him. And I purposely walked all the way out so that when they would jump me, I'd be like way out here, and they'd be like, oh, there he is. I'm just in some random hallway. Like they're just thinking, oh, he's in the end fortress. I run. They may not even notice the dirt here. Like maybe they thought it was natural. I doubt it, but maybe. I built it in a way where it potentially could be better. So most people didn't even know. Like I didn't even know I could make an end crystal until I looked into it for this trap.
Leading them along a narrow man-made tunnel, but Dream has blocked up the door
And that was just perfect.
with dirt, and it's clear he's done some tampering. But they all blindly follow, and not one of them calls out the end crystal or anything. I feel like if you played as many manhunts as the 3 hunters did, you would start to learn and recognize when Dream is trying to trap or.
Well, they do. They did. No, they didn't fall for any of my trap. Like the last one, the only trap they fell for was the TNT, and that was just so unexpected. Like there's no way they could have like prepared for that.
set something up, but rarely do they ever. It sometimes seems like they are headless chickens, which Dream has to find the most entertaining way to kill. But anyways, I made this.
Well, it may seem like I have to find the most entertaining way to kill them because I have to find, like, I can't just kill them normally. Like, if I try and fight them normally, they just die. And, like, that's kind of the cool thing about Manhunt, is I either find a new creative way to kill them or I lose. If I don't find a new creative way to kill them, I lose. So obviously the video's going to be entertaining or I lose. So it's like, I either have to find something new and entertaining in order to actually win, or I lose. So it's going to be entertaining, because if I do a trap I've already done, they just don't fall for it. If I do a new trap, they fall for it. And there's the only way I can kill them is with traps. So I'm not just going to fight them. So I have to come up with a new, never done before trap. Otherwise they'll beat me. That's kind of why, like, that's why it's, that's why, and guys, I mean, he's not being rude. He's just making, he's speaking about it. He's not doesn't mean to be rude. Yeah, he sounds like, I mean, he seems like a nice guy. He just, I think that some of the things that he mentioned were kind of out of place, but that's his,
Light orange.
He's making the video entertaining by doing that. But yeah, so that's kind of the reaction to this video, I guess. I thought I wouldn't make a video or anything. I just thought I'd react on live stream. Why not?